Good afternoon, friends, and welcome. I'll be sharing live trades and results with you. We'll be evaluating how well these trades work out. We'll be benchmarking this against the S&P 500. I'm expecting to be outperforming it every month. Along the way, I'll also be sharing some lessons I've learned about investments, trading, and building wealth. And of course, the mandatory disclaimer. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It should not be interpreted as advice. And with that, let's get into it. Welcome to Trade 29. Just as a reminder, a couple of our prior trades had worked out very well. You can see here that we were able to get in, exit, the market dropped, we got in, looking for an exit, we exited there, looking for the market to drop. Unfortunately, this time the market doesn't drop. The market decides to go up a little bit, and Adam's going to decide to go ahead and get in. You can see the order in here at 3,526 shares. You can see our price here. You can see our order in over on the blue bars in this area right here. And we're going to go ahead and watch that order fill live now. This order actually took several minutes to fill, I think about 5 or 6. As you know, sometimes I let the orders fill at the price that I'm trying to get. Sometimes I will chase the price a little bit. It just depends on how it's moving and how far off it's going. If it's running from the price, I'll tend to chase it a little bit. If it's hovering around the same price, we'll tend to wait and see if we can get the price we're trying to get. But you can see where our price is, and we're going to go ahead and enter in. And trade 29 is officially on. What an amazing ride this trade was. I have to tell you, this first day was kind of amazing. You can see our entry right in here. The next day, the market just takes off and runs up quite a bit. That was an awesome day. The next day, again, way up. We were up somewhere around 3.5%, 3.6% here. Market started to stall a little bit, and here's always the big question. Even when you're right at this point, right here, what do? The market's still hitting a higher high. It's definitely got some losing of some sales, and it's always a decision. Do you hold that out or wait? We went ahead and waited one more day. Sometimes there's market pullbacks and it will continue to run. And that's what we're obviously waiting to happen. But unfortunately, even the following day, the market's falling even more and ends up continuing to run down. It ran down all the way practically to our entry price. And it's hard to see your profits sort of running away when you had a pretty good trade sitting up in this area. And, within a few days, the market can really change and things don't quite look as good. But at this point, I think Adam's had enough, and we're going to take an exit on this day right about here. We're going to watch that live. You can see the orders going in and the exit completing. Trade 29 is done. Unfortunately, we did not get as much out of that trade as we had hoped. As you saw, we were up about I think the highest we got was about 3.6%. And we're ending up with something around 1.3. So barely seeing much of that, but somehow that's how it goes. Let's head over to our tracking sheet and see how we're doing. Trade 29 completed on September 6th. According to Yahoo, the S&P 500 was at 446.22. That brings the year-to-date return for buying and holding the S&P 500 to 17.5, just a little bit over 17.5. You'll notice that these green bars up here, this is the last place where it made its highest return year to date so far. That happened back in August. The market's come down a little bit since then. We picked up 1.31% on that trade. That brings our year-to-date return to 34.17. You can see that our trading strategy is producing our greatest returns on the last couple trades. And I think that's a really good sign. We're running about a 79% winning trade. Again, we're targeting over 50. That's good. Based on my historical trading experience, we ended up around 70% of the win rate. Profit factor is around 2.63. Again, hoping better than 1. That means every dollar you're risking, you're actually making a dollar. So that would be a good thing. So according to our charts, year-to-date return 17.56 buy and hold strategy compared to our trading strategy 34.17. I think we're just under double of the return of the S&P 500, so we're doing pretty well there. Historical reference, these are the last 3 years, 2021, 2022, 2023. Again, the reason we've added the spiders on here, trading that straight up, just noticing that it actually had a pretty good return. So spiders actually had a little bit of a gain. They're up to 1304. But our main comparison, of course, is 17.5 to 34.17. That's where we are at the end of trade 29. It's going to be interesting to see if the market decides to fall at, the price fall a little bit. Maybe we'll get in at a lower cost, or maybe it continues to run. The only way to find out is check us out next time. That's it for today. How do you think we're doing? Please comment below and let me know how this compares to other investments you've seen. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only and should not be taken or interpreted as advice. Until next time.